Hey, Sugarfoot. So welcome back to my channel, Looking for a Sign. So we are going to be doing messages for Sagittarius placement, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, or North Node, or if the message resonates for you, it's for you. All right. All right. Don't forget to check out my Patreon. We're going to be doing some all signs this week. All right. So you guys have regeneration, time to go, and unfinished symphony. All right. Let's start with unfinished symphony first, because that's like unfinished business cycles that are still happening. I want to start with that first because the rest of your read looks like y'all wrapping stuff up unbeknownst to other people. Let's see. Unfinished symphony. Ooh. And I'm glad I started out with this. Yeah. My. All right, let me tell y'all something. We're starting out with unfinished symphony first, because what it looks like there right now, you're taking an inventory in your life. What feels good, what doesn't feel good, what feels in alignment, what doesn't feel in alignment, what you're tired of. This is somebody who is tired of repeating themselves. This is somebody, it's giving, what's wrong, Sagittarius? There's no need of me even explaining it to you, because if you think back, you know what's wrong, because it's the same thing that's always wrong. But apparently, you don't hear me anyway, so I'm not going to repeat myself. You're getting past that point to a point where you're realizing, at one point, you may have realized that by doing that, that was you closing out the cycle. That was you putting up a boundary. That was you, asserting dominance. But it's like, it's not, you're getting to a point where you're realizing it's not doing anything. And you're realizing you still feel drained. You're still stuck in survival mode. Your nervous system still isn't regulated. It looks like you're realizing that even by doing that, you're still giving energy to a situation that's burnt out. Rather this is at work, rather this is school, rather this is with the individual person, a relationship. Tell me more about unfinished symphony. I can't make this up. I have Thief and Coffin. Thief tells me that what you've lost or what you've been losing in the situation, Coffin, it's coming to an end. You're changing it. You're over it. You're over it. Where's my tarot deck? Oh, what was I about to say? Just saw it. All right, what is Sagittarius going to be doing here? Unfinished symphony. Oh. There are situations in your life where you've been keeping things to yourself because you feel like it's not even worth saying anything about. Because I've already told this person, look, I don't like it when you overtalk me. I don't like it when you come at me like I think I know everything. I don't like it when you come at me like I think I'm better than you, because that's not what's happening. I don't like repeating myself to you where you don't call me, you don't reach out to me. You're only reaching out to me when you want something. You make me feel used. I'm keep repeating myself. So you know what? I'm not even gonna go ahead and repeat myself to you anymore. For some of you, you just have so much going on. You have somebody telling this to you. I don't hear from you. You don't talk to me. You say you really like me. You say that we're friends. You say this, but I don't hear from you. And you're just like, I have a lot going on. what you think is happening is not what's happening. I'm literally busy. You thought you were putting up a boundary. You thought that you were ending a cycle, but with Unfinished Symphony, you're realizing you're just keeping that cycle alive because it's burning you out. You feel drained. You feel like you're fighting for your life every time that you even do that. So you're seeing what you're losing from the situation, right? You're losing your peace, your freedom. What you thought was going to, by not repeating yourself in a situation you thought would give you freedom, it's not. This Knight of Swords, Moon in reverse, Nine of Cups, it's giving, I tried to be really nice, and that's not getting me anywhere. I need to do what makes me feel at peace and feel good. And what makes me feel at peace and feel good is by being very blunt and very direct. I don't want to do this anymore. Like, it's giving, whatever this situation is to you, you're no longer sacrificing your feelings or trying to be nice in order to save someone's feelings right now. This is like holding back. I thought I was holding back for my peace, but it's creating more of a disruption for me. I don't feel like I need to curse you clean out. But while you think that you're the victim in this situation and you think you're right in this situation and you think you're entitled to my time and my energy, let me tell you why you're not. Since you want to point out flaws, baby, I'm glad you brought that up. Because this is why you're not a good friend. This is why you're not entitled to my attention. This is why I don't even like communicating with you. You want communication? Funny you want communication because you only want communication when you want to argue. Funny that you want communication. You only want communication to talk about lower vibrational stuff. When I'm trying to talk to you about things I learned at school, about things that I learned when I went on my trip or whatever, you don't want to hear about that because it's not about you, because you don't have the funds, you don't have the time, you don't live the life that I'm trying to live. Here I am trying to elevate myself and evolve, and all you want to talk about is lower vibrational stuff. You say that I think I'm better than you, but you're not doing anything to elevate yourself. You're not doing anything to be a better person. You're not doing anything to heal. All you're doing is stuff to escape whatever you're going through. All you're trying to do is get up under the next person. Here I am trying to heal and be all up in my bubble, and you're over here projecting. You want me to communicate? Let's communicate. That's what's going to end up happening. That's what you're going to end up doing. And you're going to, Nine of Cups, you're going to feel so much better. You're going to feel so much better. You're going to be like, okay, so now that we're communicating, let's communicate. And this person's going to be like, well, damn. All right. Let me just call you back because you seem to be going through something. Oh, now you want to give me space. Now you want me to just take a couple moments to myself. Funny. Because that's what I tried to do the first time before I cursed you clean out. But now you don't awoken a beast. Let's communicate. You can't understand what the problem is. I know what the problem is because I've been sitting there watching you go down a rabbit hole of complaining and going back and forth and da, 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 da. I'll tell you why. So yeah, there's some type of unfinished cycle in your life that you about to finish up real fast. Now we come to time to go. Time to go is about completion. It's about cycles ending. You have learned all that you need to learn within a cycle. And you don't need to learn anything else. You guys might have exes that are coming back. And it's not just exes as in romantic exes. This could be platonic. This could be friends. But a lot of what you're leaving behind is a lot of the things that you were doing in survival mode. A lot of the things that you were doing because in your mind, creating peace for yourself meant it's important to watch how you say things to people. And I feel like you understand that. You understand you just can't. You're responsible for regulating your mood, right? If you know that you are at a limit and you're getting ready to explode on someone, it is your responsibility to take the space to cool down or to separate yourself before you blow up on someone, right? But I feel like some of you guys got to a place of being so aware of other people's feelings based off of how you say things that it's like you're stuck in fight or flight. You're overly cautious of what you say and how you say it. We have divine protection, redirection. But I also have false intentions and love bombing. Time to go. Watching you. It's giving it energy of you're learning the difference between you're just trying to bait me into looking like the bad person because you know how I can get, versus truly this is somebody that's passionate about something. Let me go ahead and back up before I curse them clean out, because I don't think I know how to say this without coming off crazy. Versus, you know, this person is not trying to have a regular conversation with me, or this friend or this one family member I don't get along with. You know what? They're literally trying to bait me into flipping out because they know how I can get. You may have thought that you were out of this phase of validation from others, but you're realizing that you may have been trying to validate. You have grown, you have evolved in a different way that you didn't realize is technically validation. Does that make sense? Yeah, because we have bad health. I don't think it's your health per se. I think it's more of like the overthinking, the being overly cautious, because that privileged lady, again, it's giving, I have grown. Yeah, I have grown. Yes. Bad health, privileged lady, false person gift. Like, you're not being fake, you're not being phony, but I need you to see that I have grown and I have evolved. Why does it feel like you don't want to acknowledge that? You just want to prove that I'm not being authentic and that this person I've legitimately grown into, that I'm not that person. Why are you not taking this as a gift? This is a good thing. This is positive. I feel like a better person because I'm able to regulate my moods by myself and give things in a very direct way without hurting people's feelings. But you're overthinking, you know what I mean? Like, I feel like here with time to go, I think that you are closing out cycles with people that are constantly making you feel like they're giving you a gift by giving you a pass to not lose your shit when they're the ones who deserve it. And you're like, you deserve for me to lose my mind on you. But I'm not, because I'm not that person. You have people around you that just keep trying to bring you back to somebody that you're not. See, we got 3 of Cups. You know what this feels like too? Yeah. 3 of Cups, Star card in reverse, Page of Swords in reverse. It's like you feel like there's people around you that almost want to celebrate you slipping up. And you're just so tired of like trying to walk the walk and talk the talk in a way that shows that like I'm human like everybody else. I have a limit like everybody else, but y'all don't care until I'm at my limit. Y'all are realizing now that it sucks, but your best friend may be like, well, and I only because it's different for everybody. For some of you guys, you're realizing I'm sleeping with the enemy. For some of you guys, your mom is the enemy. For some of you guys, it's your brother. For some of you guys, it's your sister, your best friend, or your cousin. There's somebody here that you feel like should be celebrating your growth, that you feel like you're constantly having to prove, yeah, I flipped out. But what about all the times that I would have flipped out in the past and I didn't? you're done with that. You're done being disappointed. You're done. You're done with so many things. Like, this really is giving. The only validation I need is my own. I promise you. I don't care about what my boss thinks about how well I'm doing at work. I don't care. And listen, I'm just being real from what I'm seeing here. This is even giving, I don't even care if my kids are proud of me. I'm proud of me. I don't even care if my kids, even if my kids don't notice how much work I've been putting into myself, I've noticed. I don't care if my sister knows. I don't care, because I don't know why I'm getting this, but somebody here has somebody close to them that has actually legitimately gone to counseling. And they are like, they come off like a counselor. And while you have been ordained and licensed by life, a lot of what you may tell this person or advice that you have about other people's situations that you hear about is coincide side by side with what this person would have been told in their therapy session or their counseling session, or they say, oh, that's so crazy. My counselor, brought that up. It's like, that this person feels a way that you've gotten where you've gotten without, like, therapy, I guess you could say. Like, there's somebody who is so intimidated by your growth and evolution and just your connection to spirit, because you have grown so much that they almost want to tear it apart. It's critique it, piece by piece. And you're just over it. You're just over it. You're tired of healing. You're tired of the judgments. You're tired of having to have the emotional intelligence to understand other people and why they think the way they think and why they are the way they are. You're like, how about somebody have emotional intelligence and understand the growth I've had, why I am the way I am? But no, it's always me that has to be the emotionally intelligent one. I'm over it. You're walking away from a lot of dynamics simply because you're just not in alignment with it, and you're not making any apologies for it, as you shouldn't, because what the hell? Right now we have regeneration. Regeneration is about second chances and new opportunities that came from areas you would have never expected them to come from. Regeneration. Why is regeneration here? Future self is guiding you. You're going to have opportunities that pop up that it's going to feel like they had to come. Yes. Okay, listen, you're going to have opportunities that come in that you need to keep to yourself, because the way that they come to you, it's like, you're one of God's favorites. They had to come straight from God. I even have jealous coworker here with scam alert. The way that you're going to know, I don't need to tell anybody about this, even though I'm excited, because they're going to, this is a situation where it could be like, so tell me why I was walking out to my car and somebody came up to me and they said, are you in the IT department? And you're like, yeah, I'm normally, remote, but, this is just an example. Yeah, I'm normally remote, but today I had to come in. And they're like, you know what? I don't know why, but I was walking by you and we do have a position that is 100% remote. It's, in the same department, it's da 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 da, but you would get paid 3 times more. Here's my email. Shoot me your resume. Because I don't know, I just got a feeling when I walk by you, and I just want to see what's up. And you go upstairs and you're like, isn't this crazy? I just did it. And this coworker's like, they're doing scams now. Because that's crazy. Why would they just walk by and say that to you? They don't even know you. Like, it's so, like, and that's just the example, but it's something that seems so like, but you can verify that it is not a scam. You can verify that, like, this is, what this is. But what the other thing I'm getting is that you don't need to say anything, because you're going to have certain coworkers that are going to stick to you like glue, because they're going to feel like if they're around you more, then these opportunities will come to them or affect them as well. They're not. It's going to go the other way. You should know. If you don't have it, if you're like, I don't know what coworker you're talking about, that's not your message. This is for somebody. What I'm picking up, this is for somebody that you already know is a hating coworker, and y'all not on the best of terms, but there's something about an opportunity that comes to you, or something that comes into your direction that you can feel like, this is so crazy, but I know that it's legit. And all of a sudden this coworker is going to want to be around you and hang with you, but it's going to have the opposite effect. You're going to lose opportunities by being around this person. I can't make this up. I have thoughts, main male, and concern. It's giving people that were so open to giving you opportunities and stuff before are going to be looking like, well, this other coworker is really crappy. They have problematic past, this, that, and the third. You know what? Maybe I should second guess about giving Sagittarius this position if, this is who they're surrounding themselves with. Da, 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 da. Just be careful, okay? For those of you guys, if this is an ex, no, I don't really feel. It's giving there's a new beginning that there's sabotaging. Because I also have body can't regulate the new yet. Look, you guys are coming to a place where with this regeneration card, you're going to find a second chance in a situation that most people could never find a second chance at. You have people that are jealous of you, and you're like, I'm going through one of the worst times in my life. What do you mean you're jealous right now? Or right now I'm struggling in one of the worst times of my life. Or it may not be the worst time, but you're like, yo, I am creating something through ashes right now. Like, I'm struggling right now. Why are you bugging so badly? Yeah. You're going to be given opportunities, and you're going to be giving a second chance. Again, we have the moon, we have the King of Pentacles, we have the world. You're supposed to keep this quiet. This is not supposed to be something that's public. It's not supposed to be something everybody's supposed to know. It's like you get like a download. What future self is guiding you. You get like a download or a heads up about it first, because Spirit is almost giving you an opportunity with judgment. And now the Star card is upright. Spirit is giving you an opportunity to heal and get used to the idea, because once they drop this opportunity in your lap, you're not going to have a whole lot of time. You're meant to just pick up the opportunity and hit the ground running. Okay. All right. All right. So that is what I have for you guys. Okay. You guys are absolutely amazing. And I will see you guys in the next one.